win, statement performance against Real Madrid. How do you sum that one up?
I feel great. It's always difficult to play those kind of match against Real Madrid, and I think we started the game very good, and we are happy with the performance.
This was your 64th game of the season. How have you kept your players at this level, so motivated still?
And especially with those conditions, because it's too much heat for me. You need to play in different conditions to watch a better show. But I think both teams did it great, and we are in a special season, a special moment, and I think we deserve to win.
A first start of the tournament for Ousmane Dembele, his 35th goal of the season. How happy are you with the way he's turned his season around?
Well, it's the first match in this World Cup that we can use Ousmane as a normal player, because he was injured with the national team, and we try to take care of him. And I think he's the best player this season by a long term. And I think he deserves to win everything, because he gave everything to the team, and the team is going to achieve trophies, which is the most important thing for a club.
You've already won the treble. What would it mean to go on and lift the Club World Cup here in New Jersey?
Well, we are going to try one more step against a good team like Chelsea. They did it great, and they performed the whole competition, and now it's time for us to prepare that, try to recover, and almost there. We want to make history in our club and take some holidays.
You'll deserve them, Luis. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
I think without doubt.
I am joined by former Real Madrid man Sami Khedira, who probably isn't quite sharing the same emotions. Sami, the joint worst defeats of the season for Real Madrid. They lost 4-0 in October to Barcelona as well. What was worse today? Not only the result, but the manner of the result. Is that what concerns you the most?
Well, I think we spoke up before the game that PSG, they're together for like months, years. The coach, the misters already involved. The players, they know which kind of style in the system they have to play. So Xavi just joined Real Madrid 4 weeks ago. Obviously, you already saw in the tournament, there's an improvement, but it still needs time to implement his kind of ideas, how they press, how they defend, how they would like to play. But this today, it hurts a lot, because it was no attacking, no defending, and PSG showed how you have to play as a team.
Yeah, perhaps a bit of a reality check for Real Madrid as to where they are in their journey under Alonso. You mentioned that attacking and defensively. Let's start with defensively, because those first 2 goals in particular, they were a real gift, weren't they? Do you think that defence is something that Xabi Alonso needs to prioritise strengthening this summer?
Well, so if you talk about the 2 goals, I think the guys already mentioned that the individual mistakes, what you can do as a coach, nothing. So it's just
you
like
can't
to
make those mistakes at Real Madrid, can you?
Especially Real Madrid, but you should try to avoid this kind of mistakes in every team. Otherwise, the coach is getting angry and put you on the bench. But on the other hand, well, Asensio, Rudiger, 2 big mistakes. But how Dembele is waiting for the ball. You know, he's like behind the opponent, and then he's like the first 2-3 steps so explosive and press the opponent, and he's smelling, feeling that something can be happen. So he's there. Otherwise, if he's just walking around, like maybe the other team, just walking around the pitch, you never get the ball. So he took the pressure on the defending line, but well, that's like 2 easy mistakes, 2 easy goals for PSG, and the match is already done.
Yeah, they didn't really have a sniff when it came to attacking, did they? But a word quickly on Luka Modric. This won't be how he'll have wanted his Real Madrid career even to end.
Well, that's super sad, but you know, big legends left European football a few years ago, like Toni Kroos last year in the European Championship quarterfinal, Thomas Müller here in this tournament again against PSG, now Luka Modric. So we spoke about him before the match. What a legend, what a human being, and hopefully he continues his career AC Milan or wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, it does sound like he's going there, doesn't it? Just a quick word on Sunday then. I know you'll have wanted Madrid to be in it, but PSG versus Chelsea, what a game that's going to be.
A massive game. So yesterday Chelsea, they showed up the first time in this tournament that they have a good team, a lot of quality, a lot of individual quality, but obviously the opponent yesterday is not the same as PSG on Sunday. It will be a tough game for Chelsea, but hopefully more tighter than today, and a massive and a big game to watch. And John Obi is like waiting for his team, for his Chelsea team. So
he's looking up to the platform where you guys are. There we go, away from John Obi, Mikel. That's all from us pitch side, because I think that Mikel is going to be goading Sammy if we're not too careful, Addy.
We're a team up here. We just wanted the best team to get through. As quickly as this stadium is empty, and I will say this, just behind the cameras, there must be at least 100 Real Madrid fans waiting for Gareth Bale's signature. So you're going to be very, very busy after this one. All right, let's hear from a manager that should be very, very happy. Luis Enrique is, in the end, I guess 4-0 kind of flatters Real Madrid, because this could have been so many more.
Yeah, I think the first half was so dominant by PSG. It feels like they took their foot off the gas a little bit in the second half, maybe to save some legs for the final. But yeah, again, they're the team to beat in world football. They're the team in form. They're the European champions for a reason.
And they've made so many statements here, Callum, in this competition. Atletico Madrid, their first game of the tournament, 4-0. Bayern Munich, 2-0. And now Madrid, 4-0. I mean, that's 10 goals conceded against other European giants without conceding a goal.
Yeah, I mean, they're showing real intent and obviously how good they actually are. I mean, today was nice to see them live as well, because there were some special performances out there, and Real Madrid had no answers for anything that they had to offer.
I'll do, and look, we'll get to how your club, Chelsea, compete with this. But if you are Enzo Maresca watching this, I mean, this must give you a headache, right? I mean, what do you do?
It must. I mean, listen, I don't think anybody wants to play them this, the way they're playing. I think every team in the world right now looking at them thinking, how do we play like this? This is the way football is played. Not just when they have the ball. I think also when they don't have the ball, they work so hard to get it back, and they just control the game. I think second half, Real Madrid came out trying to press them. They changed the system 2-3 times to try to stop them. They just couldn't, because everything they tried to do, this PSG side found an answer. You know, there's always a spare man somewhere. Not just the intertension of the position, just the passing, the little passing, the switch of play. They found everything they did was an absolute masterclass of performance today.
I don't know who their superior player of the match is. I mean, you could pick any of the 11, but surely Fabian Ruiz has to be in the discussion. He is with Alex Aljo.
Fabian, enhorabuena. Vaya actuación del equipo. ¿Cómo evaluarías el partido de hoy? What a performance. Congratulations. How would you sum up that match?
Sí, un partido increíble. El equipo creo que ha estado muy bien a pesar del calor que hacía. Era difícil, pero bueno, creo que el partido ha sido perfecto. Hemos ganado a un gran rival como Real Madrid, siempre difícil, y muy contento por el pase a la final.
It was an incredible game, a perfect performance, especially considering the heat, the temperature. It was a brilliant performance against a really, really top team in Real Madrid, and we're so happy that we've gone through. Y 2 goles para ti también. ¿Cómo de contento con tu contribución de hoy? 2 goals for you. How happy with your contribution?
Sí, muy contento por mis goles, pero sobre todo por la victoria, no por el pase a la final. Para mí es lo más importante, pero bueno, he podido ayudar al equipo, que eso siempre es bueno. Y bueno, ahora toca celebrar, descansar e intentar ganar la final.
Happy for the goals, of course, but mostly I'm just happy about the win, and now we just need to celebrate, and we're through to the final. ¿Crees que puedes ganar contra el Chelsea? Do you think you can beat Chelsea?
Será difícil, es un buen equipo, están haciendo las cosas muy bien esta temporada, sabemos que tiene grandes jugadores, pero bueno, vamos a intentarlo para cerrar la temporada de la mejor manera.
It will be difficult. We know they're a good team, they're doing well, but hopefully we can win it and finish the season in the best way possible. Enhorabuena, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hopefully we can win it. He's being humble, isn't he? He knows what he really wants to say. Fabian Ruiz is probably one of the most underrated players in world football, just because he's surrounded by so many superstars, but he was fantastic today, Gareth.
Yeah, no, again, amazing performance. I think we spoke yesterday about the Chelsea midfield, how well they complement each other. Him, Vitinha, again, they just run the show. They keep the ball ticking over, they keep that pace of play, they keep the ball going forward, they feed the front guys, and it's just a joy to watch.
Right, should we have a look at the goals again? Feels like it's such a long time the first goal happened, but it did, and it's a mistake by Asensio, who's come in for young Huijsen. He won't want to see this again, Callum.
No, he won't. Obviously, we spoke about half-time, you know, it's a mistake, an individual error which you can't amount for, but Ruiz is in the right position at the right time, and that's what you want from a midfield. He's not just getting on the ball, passing it around, looking fantastic. He's in the box, waiting for a mistake, trying to harry defenders, and he gets his glory there.
And Dembele was everywhere, wasn't it, until he came off? I mean, that's the change in Dembele, I guess, that extra bit of pressing, the movement.
Exactly. We never saw this when he was at Barcelona. You know, he looked like a different player. 28 years old, 44. What is he? 44.
35 now.
35.
35.
Almost there.
Incredible. Incredible. I mean, he just keeps getting better. I think we didn't see all this when he was at Barcelona. You know, in terms of the attitude. You know, now his attitude has changed. He felt like, you know, now he can take out a bit more responsibility. He's now the main man in the team. He leads the pressing. Everything he does. I saw him when he scored his goal, and when Real Madrid kicked off, he said, "Let's go, let's press," and that's what you want to see. Absolutely fantastic now.
Yeah, and I guess it was his pressing, Gareth, that caused Rudiger a headache. And Rudiger doesn't normally make these mistakes. I mean, we were kind to him in the analysis. We can look at it now, and it's horrific, isn't it? This is really bad.
It's not great. I'm trying to defend him a little bit, as you know, but yeah, it's one of the, but again, I think that's the change in Dembele, right? He's I think in Luis Enrique, I think there was this big thing last year when he was chatting with Mbappe how to defend from the front, and now you can see he's got through to Dembele, and that's why he's leading the line, that's why he's doing the performances, he's setting the example, and everybody's following, everyone's on the same wavelength, and that high press, you win the balls high, and they're scoring goals high up the pitch because of that work rate.
Is he your favourite for Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, I think so. I think you also have to look at what they've won as a team. That always comes into play, and then to add his performances, his goals, his assists on top, for me, he's definitely the favourite to win this year.
Callum, it was 3-0 after 24 minutes, and let's be honest, game was over then. We hoped Real Madrid could come back into it, but again, it's the press, it's how quick they get the ball up, and Fabian Ruiz making those excellent runs again.
Exactly that, and it's interchange. And I mean, look at Hakimi. He started the attack from the back, and then obviously he's got up there, he's in front, he was pressing defenders, he was pressing the goalkeeper, he was everywhere, but he was the catalyst to this goal and the fourth goal as well. But I mean, take nothing away from the finish, obviously composed in the area, left-footed, Bale-esque, as you'd say, you know, that's you in them areas at times.
Into the corner.
But I mean, what a fantastic performance from them.
That battle, if Caicedo does play, we hear he has a knock, but Caicedo versus Fabian Ruiz on Sunday could be one hell of a battle.
It is. Obviously, we have a great midfield now as well. You know, Fernandes and Caicedo, and of course Cole Palmer, who plays as the number 10. It's going to be incredible to see the matchup. But I think, again, I keep saying it, those three in this PSG midfield, they control the game. They dictate the way they play. You know, Vitinha, for me, absolutely fantastic. It's a joy to watch him play. The way he passes the ball. You know, if you think you can press him, you think you can get the ball off him. No, he's got so much. He looks like he always has so much time. And that's what good players do. They always have time, don't they, Carrie?
Yeah,
and then the switch of play, they shoot.
He's always on the move, always energetic. Even in this heat, he's still moving those little steps.
Yeah.
Just 1-2 touch, gets rid of the ball, and just keeps them ticking over.
Incredible.
Talking about movement, Hakimi makes a run on the 90th minute that he doesn't need to make. They're already 3-0 up, and he's like, no, I want more. Look at Hakimi, a right back, decides and he wants to do this. This is Gareth Bale playing for Spurs many moons ago.
Give him a couple of years, he won't be making those runs.
But again, it shows their hunger. Like, three's not enough. They want more and more. They just want to make sure everyone knows this is a statement win.
Yeah, and they look like they're a team that could be around for a long time. They're very young. I think Luis Enrique now has kind of upped kind of the style of play of that tiki-taka Barcelona way, and they're just relentless. They keep going. They don't take any mercy, and yeah, they want to score goals. They want to win. They want to embarrass teams.
Yeah, I mean,
it's been told in my ear, Mikel, this is the 21st time they've scored 4 or more goals.
Oh, incredible, incredible. We saw even the last game against Bayern Munich, they were down to 9 men. And we're thinking, why is he going forward? Yeah. They went forward and they scored the second goal. It's incredible. I mean, this team, they just keep scoring goals. Luis Enrique has created an unbelievable team. It's incredible to see a team that hopefully on Sunday will stop them.
I think you have to give credit to Luis Enrique with his fitness levels of the squad. I mean, you're talking there about the 93rd minute in making a long busting run in this kind of temperature, 60th game plus of the season. You have to give the manager credit for getting his team running around, and these are top superstars, but to get them working in that environment,
keeping them motivated as well.
Exactly.
Again, they haven't had a vacation yet, so to keep going and know that you've probably got 2 weeks off and then you're back in for pre-season, it shows how much control the manager's got off the team.
We saw the celebration there from Ramos, obviously in tribute to his friend Diogo Jota, and we've seen that celebration here a few times, and it's fantastic to see, isn't it? And you know you're going to see that from seasons and seasons to come. Obviously, the very disappointing news we got about Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Villa. All right, let's go pitch side to get some reaction with Kelly.